So I just wanted to say hello and welcome to this evening's Wheaton conversation by the fruits of your hand with Suni Paz and Lisa Stewart Garrison. I am Marcy Peterson, the Marketing Technology Director at WheatonArts. I'm a white female in my mid-50s with brown hair and highlights. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I recognize that I am broadcasting from southern New Jersey, traditionally the lands of the Lenape. And I'd love to hear where everyone's listening from, but also where you heard about this program. I just will be putting some things into the chat. So like the next upcoming Wheaton conversation with Kayla Cantu, and Kayla makes artwork that questions perceptions of unruly bodies that society has traditionally deemed as not normal. By exploring parallels of glass, human identity, and capability, she reconsiders notions of failure and traditional uses of glass as an artist's medium. Again, look in the chat for that link. I take this opportunity to thank our program sponsors, PNC Arts Alive, as well as Art Alliance for Contemporary Glass, and remind you that you can support Wheaton Arts through membership, donations, and by shopping at shop.wheatonarts.org. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to my coworker and your moderator this evening, Iveta Pirgova, the director of the Department of Folk Life and Cultural Studies at Wheaton Arts. And over to you, Iveta. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcy. I'm really very, very happy tonight. I mean, we are getting ready for such an amazing event with two very, very special guests. And I'm going to introduce them to everyone now. It is my great honor to introduce our first guest, Suni Paz, an Argentinian-born singer and songwriter. Suni has long resonated as a cultural force engaging audiences worldwide. One of the first artists to bring the Nueva Canción tradition to the United States, Suni is a Smithsonian Folkways recording artist. She has set the poetry of Alma Flor Ada and Isabel Campoy to music on countless recordings for Del Sol books. Suni is a National Endowment for the Arts Heritage Fellow and a recipient of the International Folk Music Alliance's Spirit of Folk Award. She was also presented with the International Latino Book Award for Best Autobiography for her memoir, Destellos. And of course, our very, very own and very dear WheatonArts friend, Lisa Stewart Garrison. Lisa is a cultural activist and a multi-instrumentalist with a deep understanding of history. Her affinity for Latin American culture began when she first heard musicians perform in the peñas of Mexico City. It was later cultivated through studies of the charango with Bolivian Aymara charanguista José Pereja, and in Peru with Julio Diaz, a master of the Cusqueño campesino style of playing. But it was from Suni Paz, following her performance at an Albuquerque library, that Lisa first learned to tune the charango, an instrument strung not from high pitch to low, but rather in a spiral, unfolding from the inside out. And in this way, the unfolding friendship between Suni and Lisa continues to this day. Welcome to you both. We are very, very honored to have you with us tonight. So I'll turn it over to Lisa now.
Thank you, Iveta, and thank you, Marcy. We're really happy to be with all of you and to share some of Por los Frutos de Tus Manos with you. It's an evolving project honoring farm worker families. This is a musical conversation about that evolving project. The project itself is inspired by a book, Gathering the Sun, an ABC for children in English and Spanish, written by Alma Flor Ada, translated into English by her daughter Rosa Zubizarreta, and with illustrations by Simon Silva, himself the son of farm workers. Each letter of the alphabet is matched with a Spanish word and accompanying poem written by Alma Flor that evokes how the fruit, vegetables, person, or feeling functions in the lives of farm workers. And a very special aspect of this project is that our own Suni Paz wrote music for each of the poems and letters in a CD, and many of our songs are drawn from the letters of the alphabet from this CD.
Thank you.
Suni.
So I would like to name these collaborators of mine. Quiero nombrar a las colaboradoras, personas amigas del corazón que inspiraron mi carrera artística. Those are the people that inspired my career in music. I know, first of all, I want to mention Martha Siegel, cellist since 1976, 46 years of friendship and working together. With Alma Flor Ada, 36 years of friendship and working together. With Isabel Campoy, 26 at least years working together. These people have been in my life in music. They have given me and trust me with their poems so I can put music and sing. And I also want to use this time to say thank you to Susan Kanga and Evan Livingstone, because they support me so much so that I could get the awards that they name, and they are around me here. Is this friendship, the same with Lisa, friendship that lasts for so long and that have warmed my spirit and my heart and invited me to sing. Quiero decirles en español, entonces, que estos son, quiero nombrar a mis colaboradores, Alma Flor Ada, Isabel Campoy, of course, Lisa Garrison y Martha Siegel, mi chelista de tantos años, 46 años. Hemos estado tocando y además manteniendo una gran amistad. Lo mismo con Susan Kanda y Evan Livingstone, que ayudaron mucho para que yo sacara estos premios. Fueron muy apoyadores, increíbles. Entonces, lo mismo Lisa, con Lisa, que nos conocemos de hace tanto tiempo. Ya vamos a hablar de eso más adelante cuando les cuente la historia.
So I wanted to bring Suni to Cumberland County and to Bridgeton for a number of reasons. First of all, Bridgeton is the county seat of Cumberland County, which is a coastal and agricultural community located on the Delaware Bay shores. And upwards of 34% of our county is actually Latino. And among the Latino population is a large population of farm worker families. And, so often those of us that are not actually part of that community will drive by the fields and barely see the people that are there working and harvesting the food. And I think the brilliance of Alma Flor's work on this book is that she brings the families into sharp focus and uplifts them by concentrating on values and traditions. We've always made children the center of this project. And we've also reached out to different partners in the way that we do outreach for it. But these poems also are very special for adults. They're almost like little Zen koans, and they are reading this kind of a book that's bilingual is a wonderful way for those of us that are struggling along with our Spanish to truly brush up in a way that is just totally inspirational and fun. And the pictures make it extraordinarily easy to learn. the book itself is dedicated to the memory of Cesar Chavez. Suni, how about if you tell us about your direct experience working with Cesar Chavez?
Sí, fue un orgullo muy grande cuando César Chávez, yo estaba viviendo en ese momento en Nueva York y cada vez que venía César Chávez a hacer una presentación en Nueva York, lo hacía en una iglesia cerca de mi casa, me llamaban para que yo abriera sus conciertos y los cerrara, sus presentaciones, ¿no? Entonces, para mí es un orgullo tremendo de pensar que yo era la que abría sus palabras y además tenía el placer de escucharlo y después cerrarlas. Es inolvidable, realmente marcó mucho mi vida, ¿cómo no?
So C is for Cesar Chavez, and this little poem is really an elegy that kind of reveals the heroism of this person who contributed so greatly to uplifting the farm worker community.
Exactamente, sí.
La letra C. César Chávez. Y a tus pasos no cruza los campos polvorientos ni los alumbras con tu buena voz, pero tu ejemplo y tu palabra retoñan en los surcos, en brotes de callada esperanza. Y a tus pasos no cruzan los campos polvorientos ni los alumbras con tu buena voz, pero tu ejemplo y tu palabra retoñan en los surcos, en brotes de callada esperanza, en brotes de callada esperanza, en brotes de callada esperanza.
Muy lindo.
So one of the ways that we conducted outreach was through the partnerships that we developed, and an important partnership was with Caja. And we arranged for Suni to give interviews on Radio Caja, which is when we realized that although Cesar Chavez still looms large, particularly on the West Coast in farm worker communities, he's not as well known on the East Coast here. And particularly with this new generation of farm workers that did not actually know him when he was alive. So Suni was able, through the interview, to be able to introduce his importance and work to this generation. Caja, the farm worker support group, also has an organic farm in Bridgeton and works on all kinds of issues. So we work closely with them to develop an audience for this program. And another program we worked with was called Families to College, a program that is trying to raise the graduation rates among people in Cumberland County, which has one of the lowest college graduation rates in the state. We can go on. So it was this focus on education and on working with the farm worker community that made us realize that this program and the book really embody the ideas that Cesar Chavez spent his life trying to realize. You cannot uneducate the person who has learned to read. You cannot humiliate the person who feels pride. You cannot oppress the people who are not afraid anymore. We have seen the future, and the future is ours.
Y se los digo en español ahora, no se puede deseducar a la persona que ha aprendido a leer. No se puede humillar a la persona que siente orgullo. No se puede oprimir a la gente que ya no tiene miedo. Hemos visto el futuro y el futuro es nuestro. César Chávez.
We begin with a song written by Suni, words and music, Amor y Corazón.
Planta una semilla de amor y corazón en todo lo que hagas. Planta una semilla de amor y corazón en todo lo que hagas. Tu amor brillará en tus ojos, tu amor brillará en tus ojos, tu amor brillará en tus ojos. Planta una semilla de amor y corazón en todo lo que hagas. Planta una semilla de amor y corazón en todo lo que hagas. Tu amor brillará en tus ojos, tu amor brillará en tus ojos, tu amor brillará en tus ojos.
Plant a little seed of love and care in everything you do. Plant a little seed of love and care in everything you do. Your love will shine in your eyes. Your love will shine in your eyes. Your love will shine in your eyes. Plant a little seed of love and care in everything you do. Plant a little seed of love and care in everything you do. Your love will shine in your eyes. Your love will shine in your eyes. Your love will shine in your eyes. Moving on to Argujo Pride. One of the things that Simone Silva did in the illustrations of this book is to try to reverse stereotypes about farm workers. So having the mother teaching her son to cook and the father reading to his daughter are all part of that.
Orgullosa de mi familia, orgullosa de mi lengua, orgullosa de ser quien soy, orgullosa de mi cultura, orgullosa de mi gente, orgullosa de ser quien soy, orgullosa de ser quien soy.
Pride. I am proud of all my family. I am proud of my whole language. I am proud of being who I am. I am proud of my own culture. I am proud of my own people. I am proud of being who I am. I am proud of being who I am. This is our moment to introduce this little charango. And many of you know that the charango is an instrument from Bolivia, Peru, South America, and it's made out of an armadillo shell. And it was an Andean response to seeing the guitar. So it reflects Native Indian sensibilities in its high pitch, in the fact that it's not tuned from high to low, but rather in a spiral. This charango was brought to me by my dear friend, Liza Myers, who may actually be here tonight. And For the most part, traditionally, men played the charango. Suni Paz is one of the first women to play the charango in Latin America. And we're going to move on to La Letra G.
Gracias. Ay, de cielo, lluvia y sol, luz y sombra, campo y flor. Gracias, tierra, por tus frutos de delicioso sabor. Ay, de cielo, lluvia y sol, luz y sombra, campo y flor. Gracias, tierra, por tus frutos de delicioso sabor.
Thank you. Wind and sky, sun and rain, field and flower, cloud and shade, earth with all of your delicious fruits. I thank you and thank you again. Wind and sky, sun and rain, field and flower, cloud and shade, earth for all of your delicious fruits. I thank you and thank you again. I thank you and thank you again. On to the letter H. This is a conversation that is not just Spanish to English, but also Nevada to New Jersey.
Yeah, that's very important to say. That's right. We are in sort of different continents almost. Nevada and New Jersey, very different stories. Yeah, I would like to play the honor that honors the work that these fantastic people make. Honor es el trabajo que hacemos en los campos, honor es la familia que se quiere y se apoya, amor es ser quien soy, honor es ser quien soy, honor es ser quien soy. Al despertar cada mañana, honor es ser quien soy, honor es ser quien soy, honor es ser quien soy. Al despertar cada mañana.
Honor is the work we do in all the fields. Honor is a family who cares for one another. Honor is being true. Honor is being true. Honor is being true. As I wake up each morning, honor is being true. Honor is being true. Honor is being true. As I wake up each morning.
Very nice.
What a wonderful, wonderful music, Lisa and Suni.
Thank you.
This is really fantastic. I have to say that people seem to be enjoying mostly the music, so they're not asking questions at this time. I would like to encourage them to do so. Please, any questions, just words of appreciation from Marta and Karen. People were just sending us these words in the chat. Someone asked about the instrument that you already presented, the charango. It seems they haven't seen it before. So I will once again encourage everyone, please send us questions or comments to the musicians. But if you allow me, I have one question for you that was kind of hinted in Lisa's bio. So how actually and when did you two meet?
That is a great.
It was the summer of 1975, and I was in Mexico attending the International Women's Year Tribune. And for the first time, as I said in the bio, I did hear the music of the charango in the peñas in Mexico City. And we were very enthusiastic about this instrument. And when we got to New Mexico, where we had planned to get summer jobs, someone gave us a charango. We had not a clue what to do with it, how it was tuned, how to proceed. But I happened to be on my way out of the food co-op, and I saw a flyer saying that Suni Paz was going to be performing in the Albuquerque Library with the charango. So I got in my truck and I drove all the way to Albuquerque. I arrived about halfway through the concert and got to see the last part of it. And at the end of it, I went up to her and I said, how do you tune this thing? And could you just show me a couple of chords? Would you mind? And I had my journal with me. So she actually made me a chart in my journal, which I have to this day.
Oh, this is amazing. And when was that?
That was 1975. So in just a few short years, we'll be having our 50th
Anniversary.
year
That's a
of
long,
knowing
long
each other.
friendship.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would like to tell my part now of that story. Can I go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is what happened. She came when I finished the concert. Lisa approached me and asked me, and I wrote the chords for the charango, and I gave it to her, explained a little bit of how to play it. In fact, I have with me the charango of that time, which had a lot of hair, and I don't no longer play this. It's very old, but it's a beautiful, beautiful charango. If you can see it from there, the hair that it has a lot of hair still. It's a very beautiful instrument. And so after that, I just go to New York. In New York, I'm invited to a concert, a women's concert, and I saw in the village. And I go there. When I am approaching the door, I hear a charango. Somebody's playing the charango. Wait a second. In New York, I'm the only woman who plays charango. Not possible. So I enter quietly, trying to figure out what I'm hearing, the charango. And there is a blonde woman in the stage playing the charango. Beautiful song, very, very wonderfully played. This is the woman that I taught the 3 chords in the charango. I couldn't believe it. So after that, we became, I stayed there, and she invited me to have lunch with her the next day to her house and get to know her. I was astonished, she was playing better charango than I, and with 3 chords that I had taught her. I was astonished. And when I arrived to the house, I realized she also plays the concertina. She plays all kinds of impossible flutes that nobody can play, but she plays them. And she played percussion, and she sang with her own songs also, because she also writes her own music and her own songs. I can't believe it. And then she feeds me a food made for a king, made by her hands. She's the best cook ever.
Oh, Suni.
That's the truth, and I got to tell the truth. That's what it is. It was amazing. I was amazed. You're a very
Friends support friends. What can I say?
And
Lisa, we're learning some.
Forever. Yeah, friends forever. That's it.
Yeah. It's such an amazing story.
Forever.
Okay. Shall we go on?
Yes.
Let's go on, and if there are questions at the end, I'll read them to you. But for now, as I said, we have just many words of appreciation from people all over, including from Berkeley, Karen and David, saying they enjoy the stories as well. There's a wonderful music. It's very, very moving. People ask several times about the name of the charango, so maybe someone will end up with the charango in their hands. So let's listen to more.
Okay, so I will
One with a
sing
tomato.
tomato, right? El
Yeah.
tomate. Tomate fresco en la ensalada, en la flauta. Voy a empezar otra vez. Tomate fresco en la ensalada, en la salsa, en la enchilada. Tomate rojo en mi cocina y en los taquitos de mi madrina. Tomate verde en la ensalada, en la salsa, en la enchilada. Tomate rojo en la cocina y en los taquitos de mi madrina.
Fresh tomatoes in the salad, in the salsa and enchilada, red tomato in the kitchen, and my godmother's taquitos. Fresh tomatoes in the salad, in the salsa and enchilada, red tomato in the kitchen, and my godmother's taquitos. This is your chord, Suni.
Okay, I want to introduce the widow from Puerto Rico. Esconde bajo la tierra su cuerpo la zanahoria, porque lo hermoso del sol se lo sabe de memoria, se lo sabe de memoria, se lo sabe de memoria. Esconde bajo la tierra su cuerpo la zanahoria, porque lo rojo del sol se lo sabe de memoria, se lo sabe de memoria, se lo sabe de memoria. I want to show you this first, this guido made out of a galleta, caja de galletas. Hicieron uno de mis alumnos, hizo este guido y su nombre es Héctor Madrigal, mi alumno que me hizo esta belleza de guido con un corazón y dice Suni Paz. Y suena. Play here. Okay, all yours.
Thank you, Suni. Beneath the earth a carrot grows, in darkness growth will start, carrying the brightest rays of a sun she knows by heart, of a sun she knows by heart, of a sun she knows by heart. Beneath the earth the carrot grows, in darkness growth will start, carrying the brightest rays of a sun she knows by heart, of a sun she knows by heart, of a sun she knows by heart. Well, we're putting in a few little original songs that relate to our theme by Suni and by me. This is a song that is part of a musical. It was actually a play written by P.J. Mann. And I met her when I was doing a residency in a school in Manhattan. And she had written a play for a group of 50 second graders dressed as fruits, vegetables, and the main entree of a family dinner. So I wrote songs to introduce the various characters. This is known as the Savory Salad Bowl song.
That's right.
We're the
lechuga,
carrot,
zanahoria,
cucumber,
pepino,
tomato,
ate,
arugula,
arúgula,
avocado,
aguacate y palta,
radish,
rábano,
and the salad dressing.
aderezo para la ensalada.
And we're mixing and tossing and turning all around in a salad. Though before we were strangers, we become rearranged. And now together we make a healthy palate. So pour the dressing, pour the dressing, pour the dressing down. And toss us all and toss us all and toss us all around. For we've come from the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come from a fridge in the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come on a car to the fridge in the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come from a store in a car to the fridge in the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come from a store in a car to the fridge in the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come on a truck to the store in a car to the fridge in the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come from a field and a truck to the store to the car to the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. We have come from a seed in a field on a truck to the store to the kitchen to the savory salad bowl. La 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 la
Lechuga,
carrot,
zanahoria,
cucumber,
pepino,
tomato,
ate,
arugula,
arúgula,
avocado,
aguacate,
radish,
rábano,
and salad dressing.
aderezo para la ensalada.
And we've come from a seed in a field on a truck to the store, to the car, to the fridge, in the kitchen, to the savory salad bowl. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Yes, very nice, very good.
Abuela.
Y ahora la abuelita. La abuelita es una canción que está escrita, is written by Isabel Campoy. So I wanted to sing it because we made it very famous. Every place I go, the audience asks me, please, abuelita, sing abuelita, sing abuelita. So I decided to put abuelita here, grandmother, okay? Abuelita, de Isabel Campoy. And I have a picture of Isabel. If we want to see her, there it is. There is Isabel Campoy. Muy linda, muy simpática. Y también, we are friends with her and with Alma Flor forever. Okay? And here, la abuelita. Abuelita, quiero hablar como tú. Abuelita, quiero hablar como tú. Para decirte muy quedo. Para decirte muy quedo. Quedito, cuánto te quiero. Quedito, cuánto te quiero. Abuelita, quiero hablar como tú. Abuelita, I would like to speak like you, to tell you how I love you, to tell you how much I love you. I love you from here up to the sky. I love you from here up to the sky. Abuelita.
Ah, beautiful. We especially love this next song, the farm worker song, Campesino. The name Por los frutos de tus manos comes directly from this song. And it's
Yeah.
yet another incredible way of saying thank you to farm workers for all that they give us.
And I want to say that it's the first time that someone says thank you to the farm workers for the fruits of your hands. It's the first time, Alma Florada. Farm workers, nombre en inglés, para el pueblo campesino, trabajadores del campo bajo un mismo cielo unido. I'm sorry, I have the wrong key. Farm workers, nombre en inglés, para el pueblo campesino, trabajadores del campo bajo un mismo cielo unido. Farm workers, nombre en inglés, para el pueblo campesino, trabajadores del campo bajo un mismo cielo unido. Gracias te doy, campesino, por los frutos de tus manos, crecer en fuerza y bondad, comiendo lo que has sembrado. Gracias te doy, campesino, por los frutos de tus manos, crecer en fuerza y bondad, comiendo lo que has sembrado.
Farm workers, the name we give to the people who work the land, who harvest the fields, united beneath one sky. Farm workers, the name we give to the people who work the land, who harvest the fields, united beneath one sky. Thank you, farm workers, for the fruits your hands have brought me. I will grow stronger and kinder as I eat what you have grown. Thank you, farm workers, for the fruits your hands have brought me. I will grow stronger and kinder as I eat what you have grown.
Okay, we can say something about this.
Yes, this is the little band that put together Por los frutos de tus manos beginning in 2017. In 2018, left to right, Suni Paz, Bill May, our bassist and dear friend, Martha, our very longtime friend, and Suni's cellist for many years, and myself.
Yeah, fue un momento muy inolvidable, muy hermoso, de los conciertos que hicimos en New Jersey con Bill May, en este caso Martha Siegel, que nos acompañaban. Sentimos mucho que nos tienen en este momento acompañándonos con sus instrumentos. Y por supuesto, Lisa y yo los extrañamos, los recordamos, los queremos con el corazón.
Celebremos, celebremos, es un día especial. Nada más alegre que con amigos celebrar. Nada más alegre que con amigos celebrar.
Go ahead, Suni.
Ok, so voy a cantarle la canción, ¿sí?
Yes.
Celebremos, celebremos, es un día especial y no hay nada más alegre que con amigos celebrar. Y no hay nada más alegre que con amigos celebrar, que con amigos celebrar, que con amigos celebrar.
Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. It's a very special day, and there's nothing more special than to celebrate with friends. And there's nothing more special than to celebrate with friends. Suni.
Yes.
Thank you.
The whole orchestra.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all of you for coming. And oh, I guess Iveta and Marcy have more questions.
Well, what a wonderful song to end. I mean, let's celebrate. I think this is fantastic. And as I said before, people really, really enjoying your music. And if you don't believe me, I will read you a few of their words. For instance, Mara Goodman says, "Wonderful to hear you both cantando and charlando. These songs are little gems." And Sally, Miss Suni in Paris, but now a double delight. And Rachel says, lovely, lovely music from two very special sister spirits. Mucho amor, cariño y fuertes abrazos a las dos. I mean, this is really, and we have many of those. You can see them in your chat. After that, I just wanted to share a few with you. And we have a couple of questions. Laura is asking you, can you say something about the person who did the illustrations? I think they're very beautiful, as is the music, of course.
Suni, can you answer that?
You have to ask me the question again, because I didn't catch it quite. What is the question?
Suni, Laura Lieben would like to know a little bit more about Simon Silva, the illustrator.
Okay. I cannot tell you a lot of Simon Silva, the illustrator, because I never really met him in person. I know that, though, however, that his paintings and are wanted all over the place, all over the world, really in many, many, many countries, to the point that he was asked to make Christmas tarjetas, I don't know how to say that.
Cards, Christmas cards.
Christmas cards, tarjetas to give to people with his paintings. He has incredible paintings, very beautiful. He's a very talented man, a young man also. He's fairly much younger than I, of course. And so I sort of more saw him once, and I never had really a chance to really meet him in person, one-to-one, or say, become friends with him, which I would have loved it, because he's a wonderful, wonderful person that I heard from every person that met him. And that's all I can tell you. And look for him in different places where the artists work. I really don't know.
It's my understanding that this book was one of his first projects.
I think so. This was his first project, and I was very glad the Alma Flor, that has an eye for that, discovered him and asked him to do this, because I think it's an extraordinary book. If you want the book anytime, Del Sol Books has everything, has the cassette, the CDs, the books, the whatever you want. I am sure that he has also cards made by Simon Silva. Yeah, very talented.
Great. And there is one more question, Anne Smith. I will read it to you, and I would guess what he means is, well, he's asking, have you ever had to update doing based on events? The way I understand it is he's asking whether you change your repertoire depending on the event that you participated, or update your program.
Yes, definitely.
Well, yes. I mean, Por los Frutos de tus Manos sticks to the book pretty strongly, and we've added a few other songs, but we, you know, if we continue this, we'll definitely work on different ones than we've done.
Yeah.
But when we do other kinds of concerts, we do very different things.
Very different, yes.
This
Does
is
it
just something
depend?
that
Does it depend on the audience?
it depends on the audience and the purpose.
Very much so. If I may say, I have sang in schools for years and years, inside the classrooms also, and also in auditoriums. So the repertoire is always adapted to the circumstances. If I'm going to be singing for children that are all homeless, it's going to be one kind of repertoire. If it is for children 12 years old, it's not going to be the same as for children that have difficulties with their bodies or their minds or their speech. So I have sang, and I adapt always, whatever I do, I adapt it for the audiences very, very much.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that this is kind of an unusual circumstance when both of us have done music for children. But this is a particular kind of music for children that seems to stand up to the interests of adults.
I see.
The poetry is something that is very nurturing and sustaining for the adult mind.
Right.
In addition to children.
In addition to children, exactly, yeah. That's
Right. Well, actually, while you were answering the question, Anne Smith clarified, he's asking whether you would update a song based on new events in the news.
Update songs, no.
Or write new ones.
We write new ones. Well, I don't adapt songs. I just write a new song, and Lisa does the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
You write the songs. You don't adapt a song and then change and modify it. No, that's not my style. I don't think, Lisa, it's not yours, right?
No.
So you would
There
rather
are some songs are very you can adapt some songs, zipper songs or there's certain songs that you can make relevant to different circumstances. Those are often called zipper songs. But Suni and I tend to write new songs for new occasions.
Exactly. Very well said. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Right.
Yeah, so you would rather just write something new instead of changing an existing one.
Oh, yes.
Well, he continues to ask whether you would add a new verse to a song if you were to ever change it.
Could. It depends on the circumstances totally, no? What is
Interesting.
Some songs take a very long time to write.
I see. And we have another question from Rachel. Lisa mentioned that the charango is tuned in a spiral. That's fascinating. Can you tell us more about that and how that is linked to Quechua and Aymara culture?
I think it's really just the nonlinear nature of it. In other words, rather than pursuing the standard stringed instrument pattern, which goes from low to high or high to low, this almost unfolds from the inside out. And that's much more in keeping with native sensibility, I think. than Western civilization and the kind of structures that were imposed by colonialism, as it were. This is really a hybrid instrument, though, because it takes from Western culture, but it makes it deeply Native Indian.
Yeah.
So can we say that the Quechua and Aymara culture music would be more suited to charango than to the guitar?
Yeah, I would say it depends on the rhythms. Depends on the rhythms.
Use both. They use both without
Yes, I use
hesitation.
both. And I would like to ask something very interesting that I discovered by pure chance, is that in Mexico, there is a region that is where they are los indios concheros. That's what they are called. And they have like guitars, like charangos, made out of enormously big armadillos, which I never saw in my life, but with the indios concheros. And the little animals, they are not using the little ones. They are using giant ones, big ones, that they are the size of this guitar, but is the shell of an armadillo. And this, I never saw that, but with Los Indios Concheros, which created a group in Mexico, and they were playing. And to me, it was a big surprise because I was used to the tiny ones, so the little instrument from Bolivia. So to me, it was a big surprise.
Mm.
I studied charango with Jose Pareja, who was a member of Grupo Aymara, who spent some time in New York City, which is where I was able to do that. And he actually had a charango that he had made out of the breastbone of a condor. So I think that's another example of even more deeply Native sensibility, using things that are in that culture to respond to the Western guitar.
That is very interesting. I mean, this comparison between Spanish guitar and Quechua or Aymara cultures, and Suni, what you said about depending on the rhythm, what did you mean by that? What rhythm would be more suitable for charango and what is for guitar?
What music you said?
The rhythm.
What rhythm? Oh, that depends. You can play any rhythms that you want in any instrument. So whatever you want to play is that you use the instrument for that, you know.
So they aren't any specifically Aymara rhythms or Quechua rhythms.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, you know, because their instruments, their songs are very varied, and some are songs that make fun of people, and they are really funny, and they are songs that celebrate fiestas, some religious fiestas, some fiestas comunales de la community, and depending on the fiesta, the rhythms will adapt to those fiestas. And there are millions of rhythms, like all kinds of rhythms. So,
thank you, Suni. Thank you very much. Well, we don't have any more questions at this time. So I would like to really thank you once again for this amazing presentation. Everyone seems to enjoy it very much. And I know this challenge, doing a concert on Zoom is really serious challenge. You cannot sing in harmony when you're doing this on Zoom, but hoping that we can do it again, even though it's a challenge. You seem to have managed it very well. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Iveta. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, everybody.
yeah, thank you for all the time that you put this and using all these systems or whatever that I don't know anything about it. I thank you for all your work. It was fantastic, and it makes us feel very secure. And I was very scared, so it was very nice to have you here helping us.
We loved every minute. We have to admit it. We loved every minute of it.
Very good.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
quite true. You both are amazing. Thank you very much. And I'm going to give everybody a moment here to go to your chat and gather up those and copy and paste those wonderful links that I put in the chat. And that includes Suni's website and Lisa's Facebook profile, where you can follow her for her public postings, along with the access to the book and the CD and the cassettes, and also the next upcoming Wheaton conversation with Kayla Cantu. And finally, if you don't find those aren't able to copy and paste, just remember to get in touch with either Iveta or myself. And we wish you all a good night and thank you all again. Good night
Thank
now.
you so much. Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Thank you for the messages that I'm reading. Very nice messages. Thank you.
That is wonderful.
Program. Very nice. Thank you. Laura Lieben. Wonderful music. Thank you. Very nice messages. Lovely. Very nice. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Suni.
Thank
And
you.
I'll be sure to download that chat and send it to you.
I thank you,
because you're going
Lisa,
to
for your
want to.
patience, okay, with my nervous moments.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again.
Good night. You are lovely.
night.
So
Good
lovely.
night.